Everyone, my name is Erin Sikora, and tonight I'm going to be talking to you guys about Greek life. So just by a show of hands, how many of you, when I say the word Greek life, think of images that are up on the board right now? It's okay, you can raise your hand. Yeah, because I thought the same thing before I came to school. When you would say the words Greek life to me, the first thing I would think of was Elwas and the typical frat guy image that we're all so used to seeing. But that changed for me the day that I decided to become Greek. So today, I hope that today I can show you what I've learned Greek life truly means as for the last 3 years as a sister of Alpha Omicron Pi here on campus. I'll start off with the perspective of someone who's not in Greek life, their story, and then lead into to the perspective of someone who is in Greek life, our story, and finish with the truth, which is finding a way to end the stigma that's associated with Greek life. I'm going to focus on these 3 stereotypes: hazing and partying, academics, and paying for your friends and fundraising. So I'm going to just start off with the perspective of someone who's not in Greek life, or as I like to call it sometimes, stereotype city. So Hollywood today has put out a stigma and TV shows and movies depicting members of Greek life as constant partiers and people who are really big in hazing. In the movie Neighbors 2, you saw that a lot of they put out like individuals in Greek life being part in various illegal substances. And a lot of the news channels today share stories of the hazing gone wrong at various schools, which when I actually put out the question of have you ever seen Greek life broadcast in a positive manner on the news or other media outlets, I was really surprised because a lot of you guys said yes, whereas I have never really seen it, but maybe it's out there, I don't know. So continuing on with that, academics, Hollywood a lot of the time broadcasts the dumb sorority girl, that's where Elle Woods came in. A lot of the times you hear Greek life is only meant for the social purposes. And finally, you should not put Greek life on your resume because it will probably look bad to future employers. This was said to one of my best friends here, who's also one of my sorority sisters, from a professor at this school. So when it comes to paying for your friends and fundraising, you always get the comment of, well, at least I don't pay for my friends. And actually, a lot of times people think that the money that is fundraised goes towards alcohol. So here's the perspective of someone who is in Greek life. When it comes to hazing and partying, there is a zero tolerance policy for this. A lot of chapters have severe consequences for hazing. I know mine does. I've looked at we call it the Panho website, so it's 26 organizations that are women's sororities, and they all say the same thing. Zero tolerance. If you get caught hazing, you can be put on suspension, you can be kicked out of the chapter. It's definitely not something that they take lightly. And with partying, this is a college campus. You know, people go out, they party. Just because someone in Greek life decides to go out on a Friday or Saturday night does not reflect the entire chapter. It reflects that person as a whole. And I think that's where a lot of people get it mixed up, because just because one person goes out doesn't mean it's like the whole chapter going out. When it comes to academics, we have a GPA requirement to even get in, even receive a bid. And once you are initiated, you have to stay in good standings with the chapter. If you don't, if your grade average goes below a point, you have to get on academic probation, academic monitoring, and it's actually taken very seriously. And we also take outside organizations. So just for an example, 73% of Greek life here is involved in an outside organization. This could involve intramural sports, UPB, SGA, honor societies within their own majors, so it's definitely more of a way to get involved, and we do take those things very seriously. So when it comes to paying for friends and fundraising, trust me, we're used to the question, oh, so you pay for your friends? Technically, no, because paying our dues does not automatically mean we become best friends with one another. Surprisingly, I know. No matter what organization you join, you're most likely going to have to pay dues. And then philanthropy. It's more than just an event for a lot of people. I know people who have joined an organization just because they're passionate about where the money goes to that organization runs. On SU's campus last year, we raised over $30,000 that went to charity, and we served over 8,000 hours of community service hours. So this is the truth about Greek life. Hazing and partying. Is there rules against it? Yeah, there are. Does everyone follow them? No. I think that's been pretty obvious this past year. There's been a lot of hazing deaths that have come into the media, and you can't hide from them. When I was reading an article from the Times that said those families are changed forever, they are. But I think one thing that has it wrong is that drinking deaths in America do happen, but I think it's easier to pinpoint them all on Greek life because you can relate that, oh, those letters killed that person due to hazing. And it kind of just reflects a huge image on only Greek life, not everyone as a whole. And then the horrifying decisions of some should not define the whole of us. Like I said, it's a zero tolerance here on Slippery Rock's campus. If it happens, you're going to be in serious trouble. So I just ask you not to look at those events as Greek life as a whole. And with the party again, you're on a college campus, it's going to happen. Yes, people go out. Shocker, I know. When it comes to academics, grades are actually taken very serious, like I said before. Having Greek life on your resume actually can help you get a job. And with your experience in Greek life, it shows leadership, commitment, and professionalism. And with that, so of the nation's 50 largest corporations, 43 of them are headed by fraternity men. The first female senator was actually in Greek life, and 80% of the Fortune 500 executives were in Greek life. So, those are people running our country today and have a huge impact on them, and they were in Greek life. So, don't always look bad about it. When it comes to paying for friends and fundraising, like I said, paying for friends is technically the wrong term for it. Everyone pays to be in a new organization. Just like anyone else, we make our own friends. We're not best friends with everyone. And also, you came to college and you paid for college, so you paying for your friends too, something to think about. And then when it comes to raising money and volunteering, one of the benefits that comes along with Greek life, Alpha Omicron Pi nationally last year raised $575,000 for arthritis research, and I know that other sororities and other fraternities raise just as much money, if not more. And then when I asked you guys about how much money you think Greek life raises nationally every year, some of you were actually very close. Greek life nationally every year raises over $7 million for charity. So, something to think about. So, Greek life is obviously something that's near and dear to my heart. I hope that by explaining the different perspectives of Greek life today, I help to show you that not all stereotypes are true. Everyone has their side of the story, and I hope that by hearing the viewpoint of someone who is in Greek life, you're able to see that as well. So, for the time being, the stereotypes have to end. I hope that after today, when you think of Greek life, you can think of it as more of a positive, more than a negative. So, thank you. Any questions? Go ahead.
How would you define